Project Fellowship is a great way for employees of the Hershey entities and members of the community, volunteers in the community, to become active and a part of the lives of the kids at the Milton Hershey School.
I think the core of the Project Fellowship program is Milton Hershey's vision that his businesses, his community, and the school would all work together for the common good.
We actually match up volunteer groups with a specific student home, and you kind of adopt that student home and carry that relationship into the future. So you match up with a student home and then support them as you develop a relationship over the long term.
I think it's important for the people that work in all the Hershey entities to know what their work is for, that it's helping these children. And I think it's important that the children have adult role models.
It all goes back to the boys. They need and they really want relationships with people. And like I said, when we show up, it's like they just tickle pink.
Just recently, when we had this pumpkin painting event, I pulled up and like 6 little girls come running at you, you know, screaming with delight.
Even if I'm tired and I come to a Project Fellowship event, just the energy from the kids, it livens me up, and I leave here and I feel so full of energy.
And nothing is more rewarding than when you're watching a football game and you have kids come up to you that were in Project Fellowship 2-3 years ago and holler, "Hey, Mr. C," or "Hey, Mr. A," or "Hey, Mr. M," and it's just nice. It's a good feeling.
They're expected to act a certain way at the student home and expected to act a certain way at school and at chapel. And when we do these social events, they can let their guard down a little bit in front of an adult. It's honestly like a let their hair down kind of moment for them. And I think that goes a long way to building a strong relationship.
I get a lot of feedback from the kids about their involvement at Project Fellowship, and I think the one that hits home the most is when a student graduates from an elementary to a middle division, or the middle division to the senior division, and the home that they move into does not have Project Fellowship, and the home where they had Project Fellowship. A lot of times they tell me how much they miss that interaction with the outside folks, how much they enjoyed Project Fellowship, and how much they wish their new student home had it.
I remember this small boy from a student home walk up to this woman who was a volunteer and say, "We've heard about Project Fellowship and we've heard other groups of Project Fellowship members give lots of hugs to their student home students. Will you be giving us lots of hugs?" And this lady bent down on her knees and gave this little boy a wonderful embrace. As she was sitting there hugging him, all these other little boys from the same student home saw this interaction taking place, and all of a sudden a line formed behind this woman who was giving out this hug. And it was, one boy would move forward and she'd hug the next one, and the next boy would move forward and she'd hug the next one. And those boys, after getting hugged, would turn around and go to the back of the line again for another round of hugs. It was just a very special moment to see that unfold and develop.
As soon as you start participating in activities, you'll keep coming back.
Ultimately, I can't think of any better way to make a difference in this world than to make a difference in the life of a child. And that's exactly what Project Fellowship is about.